Hello everyone, I'm Tamara from Tea Cakes and I'm going to be showing you today how to make this lovely bride cupcake topper. Could be used for a biscuit, could be used for a cupcake, could be used for wherever you want. Right, I will show you at the end what it looks like on a cupcake, but for now just pop it there to one side. Right, so I've got a mix here. It's 50% sugar paste, I'm using Couture at the moment, to 50% modelling paste. The Renshaw's one I've got at the moment. Now, I don't just use 100% sugar paste for cupcake toppers because I find that they can be a bit soft and they take a while to set. So I mix it with a bit of modelling paste just to give it a bit more firmness. And I don't use 100% modelling paste just because it's rock hard when it dries. So I find that the 50-50% works really well. So what I'm going to start with is I've coloured some white and I've coloured some in this skin tone, Sugar Fleur skin tone colour. They do a paprika as well either, or any skin tone colour. I would advise the paste colours though, they do seem to be a lot better than the liquid ones, which can change the consistency and make your sugar paste quite sticky. And then I've just added in a teeny touch of the chestnut and it just brings it to life a bit better. So that's that. We'll be using that in a moment. To start off with, I'm just going to roll this out. You don't want it overly thick, but you don't want it too thin either. I'm just going to dust the worktop with my dusting bag, which is just a baby white that's been cleaned out and rinsed under a tap and then dried off, and then I've just added some corn flour to the middle and tied it with an elastic band. If you'd like a tutorial on that, please drop me a message and I will show you how to make one of those. So yeah, we roll that out. Then I've just got this circle cutter. It's just out of a set from Asda. You get about 6, I think, in a set, and this is like one of the middle size ones. So yeah, just a nice circle. Do you know, I've done this wrong. I was meant to imprint it first, so let's just roll it back up, shall we? Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Right, so we've got a nice ball. Make sure there's no creases. Roll it out like so. It's sticking a bit, so I'm just going to dust it. There we go. Right, and then we get the mat. This is just a mat off eBay. Any Kate Lace mat would do. There's a few nice moulds out there that are specifically made for cupcakes, but it doesn't really matter what kind you've got. So I'm just going to press that quite firmly and roll it like so. Then I'm going to get the circle cutter that I should have done before, and I'm going to cut a nice smooth circle. I want to make sure that none of it's attached, and then just pull the excess off and throw that in your bag. And make sure I seal all my sugar paste I'm not using in a Ziploc bag, just to make sure that there's no air in there and it can't start crusting over. So just pop that to one side. Now if this is sticking, which mine is a little tiny bit, I've got a PME palette knife and I'm just going to run that around the edges just to loosen it off. And then I'm going to make sure there's no jaggedy bits around the edges. Now, I've got these heart cutters. They again come in a set. There's loads of them in the set, so I've found one that's about the same diameter, should I say, width as the circle. And I'm going to use that. I'm just going to line it up just above halfway, and then I'm going to press it down and just cut it off. That excess, throw back in your bag. You can use it later on. And then you just want to make sure that there's no jaggedy bits knocking about there, like so. So pop that to one side. Then you want to get your skin tone bit. Give it a little knead, make sure it's nice and soft. Dust your top again, smooth those out the way. And you're just going to roll it big enough to cut another circle. Now you want exactly the same size circle as you did for your heart, your dress bit. So cut it out nice and smooth, take off the excess, put your excess away in your Ziploc bag. There we go. Right, just make sure that there's no rough edges, and then you want to take the heart bit. It looks a bit like a heart, doesn't it? Your dress bit. And I've got this pen, again, I think it was just off eBay or something. I'll try and find the links and I'll add them under the tutorial. And it just releases a tiny little bit of water. I use this all the time. You don't need to use anything special. You could use edible glue, but water works just as fine. And then you want to line up the bottom of that dress to your circle of fondant, sugar paste fondant. Everybody calls it different things, no idea why. Obviously because it's got two different names. I sound so stupid. Anyway, now at this point, if you wanted to dust up your lace on your dress, which looks amazing, you just get a bit of luster and dust it up as you would. But I'm choosing not to. I want to keep it plain. So I'm just going to turn that around so you can see how it is. Right, now I've got my pen again, and I'm just going to do a little semicircle of water. Just round there like that. And then I've got these slanty tweezers. Now I find it a lot easier to work with slanty tweezers than normal tweezers, even though I can guarantee these little edible pearls are going to be pinging off left, right and centre in a second. So you get one, start in the centre of your semicircle of water, and you're just adding them on bit by bit to add a lovely little necklace to your lady bride. There we go. And then the other way. Oh, see, told you, pinging off all over. Alright, there we go. Just make sure that they're all secure. And then you just put that to one side to dry. Now the one I did before, to show you, I've added beads around the top. You could do either. It looks nice plain, and it also looks nice with the beads. It depends how much detail you want. And you could add any colour pearls you wanted. You could do silver, gold, you name it. You can do any combination. And the same with your dress. It doesn't have to be the white. If you've got a bride who's wearing red, you could have, why not have a red bride? So I will be following this up with a groom tutorial. Thank you for watching. As I said before, I will list all the equipment used underneath the tutorial. Again, thanks for watching.